Happy Monday. I'm LaShawna Guy, and this is Good News Only, where we celebrate the stories that uplift and bring us together. Every weekday at 10:30 a.m., we are recapping the Good News Only, the inspiring moments, the feel-good headlines, and the local wins that bring a little more light to your day. And I want to hear from you. So if something good is happening in your world, a personal victory, a community success, a birthday, or just something that made you smile, email me at news25@week.com and put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to share good news right here on the show. So let's start today with something good. So today's show is full of reasons to smile. For starters, we are going to be reading a little bit of your responses to the Get Personal with Shauna question. That's going to be fun. But first, I want to tell you about, again, the studio. I know I feel like I say it every time we meet here. We've got to stop meeting like this. But the studio is almost done. Last week, I think it was Friday, I took you on a tour of where we were, which is in the back of this studio even, all the way to where we are going to be. And we are hoping for Tuesday. I believe I may have said that Friday as well, maybe Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Let's, fingers crossed, let's hope that happens. I think it'll be exciting. I think you're going to love the way it turned out, the new studio. I think you should go back on Facebook, on the 25 News Facebook, and see, watch that live that I took. Watch that back so you can go on that tour with me and see where we are so far. So when we finish that studio sometime this week, we are also going to start the second segment of Good News Only, and that's at 1 p.m. So again, I will keep you updated on that. We're going to have more guests, more interviews, and more fun. So don't forget about that. I'll make sure I give you reminders as we do now for this show. So we're going to start reading some of your responses for last week's question. Last week's Get Personal with Shauna question was, what is your favorite feeling? You remember I said my favorite feeling were two questions. One was, what is your favorite feeling? And then the other was, what was your favorite sense? I said my favorite feeling was nostalgia, and I think it's because it's tied to my favorite sense, which is smell. Because it's how I remember things, right? So Taylin Moss, which is my daughter, whom I told you sparked the question, she reiterated that her favorite feeling is nostalgia. And she also says that her favorite sense is hearing. She says she loves to listen to things, especially very detailed music. And I can tell you from experience, she loves listening to things, very detailed adult conversations. She loved that as a child. And then we have Taj Adea, who says that his favorite feeling is freedom. I didn't think about that. I love to be and feel free. I love it. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I still have to say it's not my favorite. I still think nostalgia is one of those feelings where I can just kind of forget I'm feeling anything, right? Get swept away. But freedom is right up there. I mean, especially when I get home from wherever and take off this BRA, freedom. There's no freedom like that. And then he says his favorite sense is taste. He says he loves to eat, and I can tell you, I know Taj Adea, and definitely he loves to eat. He is a person who enjoys the experience of food, so I can definitely believe that. Those were all very good ones. Ashley says, let's see, she says her favorite, well, she didn't really say what her favorite was. She just gave me a paragraph. She says it's like Granny's house on the holidays or weekends at your favorite aunt's house. So I'm assuming hers is probably nostalgia and taste, because she goes on to say she remembers the smell of home-cooked meals and breakfast cooking especially. So I would say maybe hers is nostalgia taste and maybe smell. I don't know. Ashley, let me know which one is your favorite sense and which one is your favorite smell. We have a lot of great things coming up on the show for you today. I hope you enjoyed that segment. If there's a question you want to ask for Get Personal with Shauna, send me an email at news25@wek.com, or be sure to comment on one of my posts on Facebook. Send me a message. More after the break. Actually, we have Sam coming up after the break. Don't miss it. Bye. Welcome back. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah.
Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And as you know, I told you Sam was going to be joining us on the show. So welcome, Sam. So glad to have you. Sam's going to be talking about his trip to Memphis to St. Jude Hospital. Before we start that, though, my sister sent me a message over the break, and she says that I forgot because the kids are out of school on this holiday.
There you go.
So she's watching me on TV. So
No
I just
excuse,
wanted
right?
to say no excuse. You don't have school. You come learn something at Good News Only. So I just wanted to say hi, talent. I love you. Have a great day. And tell me what you learned new on Good News Only. And answer my question. Sam, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us, you went to St. Jude in Memphis. Tell us about the trip. How was that?
Yeah, so it was for the media day. We went to Memphis for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We got an up-close look at the work that they do there. We know you guys across Central Illinois raise so much money every year. I know last year, telethon, we raised $12.1 million.
Wow.
Lots of money. So we got to do everything from seeing the hospital. We actually got to tour, get an inside the hospital tour for the first time. It's the first time they let media members do that. Yeah, just got to learn about everything they do there. I think what was interesting for me is like seeing, like we all know that, you know, childhood cancer is real. It takes lives. We hate it. We're trying to eradicate it. That's the whole point of St. Jude, in addition to helping families through the difficult time. But seeing it in person and like being able to talk to cancer patients and their parents was just completely eye-opening.
Yeah, we talked about it this morning, very early. Before the show, and you seem very moved by what you did see there. Can you share a little bit about what was it there? Because you always just look a little glassy-eyed when you talk about it. What you mentioned a wall.
Yeah, yep. So there was this thing called the ABC wall. I believe we have video of it. It basically was a form of therapy for patients where they can, they're right there, there we go. So it's called the ABCs of cancer, and basically what they do is the staff will give the patient a letter of the alphabet. They can write a paragraph, a poem, something that means to them, starting with that letter. And this one right here, M for miracle, that's what got me. I want to read that off. Now, the kids come up with all this. It says, M for miracle, when the MRI lights up and you get the sad news, there's nothing the doctors can do. The only thing you can do is pray for a miracle, and miracles do happen here at St. Jude. The kid says, I can say so myself. And a quote, nothing you have is because of luck or chance, it's all due to God's grace and favor.
Wow. And these are coming for kids. Any idea like how old that particular child was?
I'm not sure, but I know I did get to interview a 15-year-old girl who's going through her second round of chemo. There, she's almost in, it sounds like remission for the second time. It's looking good. But another thing I want to mention, there was a single mom who was from Memphis.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, a single mom from Memphis that I talked to. And it really moved me as well. She was saying, you know, she was worried about what was going to happen with her job. She was going to have to, you know, get on FMLA to obviously be there for her daughter, more important than her job. And she was so worried. Doctors came in, told her the kid was going to go to St. Jude for, I think it was a rare form, got it right here, rare form of, looks like it was liver cancer. And before she said before she could even worry about what to do next, before she could worry about telling her employer, signing up for FMLA, contacting her school, paying her bills, St. Jude just did all that for her.
All of it?
All of it. They even put her through a therapy program. She said she wanted to do therapy. They paid for it all. So before she could even worry about what was next, St. Jude had it taken care of. And this is all because of the money that people across the nation donate to St. Jude.
So this is where that money goes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is amazing. Great job, especially to those here in Central Illinois who have helped to contribute to that. Now you see where your goodness and your kindness and compassion really does go. How old was that baby?
4 years old.
4 years. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Sam. We look forward to talking with you more about St. Jude and more after the break. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed Sam Matheny today. Now we're going to move on to local good news. So there's new hope for home ownership on Peoria's south side. We'll take a look at that video. Two local nonprofits are teaming up to turn rundown houses into fresh starts for first-time buyers. Peoria Opportunities Foundation and Neighborhood House are launching the new Reclaim Peoria program. This is a grant from Peoria County Health Department. A grant from the Peoria County Health Department will help purchase and renovate older homes in the 61605 area, covering much of South Peoria. Once renovated, the homes will be sold specifically to first-time home buyers looking to put down roots. That is amazing. So organizers say renting isn't the right fit for everyone, and home ownership can be life-changing. The goal is to renovate up to 7 homes, creating long-term impact for families and for the neighborhood. More details on how to apply and to get involved are available on our website, so make sure you check that out. So from local headlines to the open road, a big moment for electric vehicles. The first next generation Rivian vehicles rolled off the assembly line in Normal on Thursday. The company released new photos showcasing highly anticipated Rivian 2 electric SUV. That's really cool. So Rivian says the R2 is expected to be more affordable with a price range between $45,000 and $55,000. These vehicles are final test models known as manufacturing validation builds. Those are cool. Drivers may spot them on the road as Rivian launches a social media campaign. Ooh, let me know if you see any, and I'll let you know if I see some. Make sure to send me an email at news25@wek.com. Let me know what you saw and where. So documenting the R2 along Route 66. So the rollout marks a major step toward mass production of Rivian's newest model. And this is just proof that determination can take you anywhere, even down a mountain. Growing ski slopes. So listen, so our next story is about a program that is for the blind, and it's helping them learn how to ski even though they are visually impaired. I think this is going to be a great story. I think you'll really enjoy it. I know I did. I always enjoy stories that show us how people who maybe are not as able as most of society to do things in the same way. I love programs that are helping them to be able to do the things that we think could be or would be impossible. So I always try in the 9 a.m. to put a little bit of that in there, whether it's about someone who's visually impaired or definitely hearing impaired, as I am a person who speaks sign language. So it's always important to me to highlight the stories that talk about those kinds of things, because, you know, everybody has a place in society, and it's just always beneficial, and it's always just heartwarming when we see each other band together to help one another. And so this program, what's so cool about this program is it's not just for the blind. It's for everybody. So I can't wait to talk to you about that after the break. And we have a couple more stories that are coming up after the break I think you will enjoy. So make sure that you stay tuned. In the meantime, be sure to also go on our Facebook page and follow Good News Only. It's 25 News at 25 News Good News Only is the name of the Facebook page. So be sure to follow that so you can keep updated on any of our latest news and progression in the new studio, things that are coming out. And you can reach me directly there via Messenger and in the comment section of any videos or posts that I make. We have a good time over there. More after the break. Welcome back. So the Northwest Association for Blind Athletes brings participants to Mount Hood Meadows every Wednesday. This is so cool. So take a look at this video. Roughly 30 athletes take part in ski and snowboard lessons. Taylor says she wants to do snowboarding lessons. So they do these snowboarding lessons with trained guides and instructors. Blind athlete Patik DeJory says he's been involved since the program began a decade ago. He also says it changed his life. He was really adamant about how much this program has changed his life and how grateful he was. If you saw this story, I think we ran it on Friday in the 9 a.m. You should go back on the website and take a look at that. It's a really sweet story. So organizers remove barriers by providing transportation, lift tickets, and lessons at no cost to the participants. Athletes of all ages and skill level are welcome. I was telling you that before the break. So they're welcome with fun and confidence building as top goals. I love this story. So advocates say the programs like this fill a critical gap, especially for blind children who often miss out on physical activity. So important. So here's an emotional surprise and a big win for education in Arizona. Lots of good news.
One by one, the Westwood Elementary
educator received a surprise $25,000. This is the Milken Education Award, and she received this award on Thursday. So Angelica Garcia was honored in front of students and staff at Westwood Elementary School. She is one of only a few dozen educators nationwide and the only one in Arizona to receive the award this year. So Garcia was recognized for her work as an academic support coach, supporting teachers and students alike. The surprise announcement left her stunned and very tearful. She was so tearful. It's a sweet lady. She said that she was watching and listening, was surprised obviously, as we stated, but she said she was listening for who they were describing so she could guess who was going to get the award. So she was especially shocked when they called her name. She even called her mom in the middle of the story and was just crying and thanking her mom for always supporting her and making her who she is, so that she can support others. So this was really moving. This person was very grateful. All of the kids, all of the staff, everybody was so happy for her. It's just the sweetest little thing. So students erupted in cheers, and along with the money, Garcia will receive mentorship opportunities. That's cool. And she'll get to attend a conference in Washington, D.C. And so school leaders say that her education makes a lasting her dedication, makes a lasting difference in the classroom and beyond. So congratulations to her. It's always so good to see when teachers' hard work, their dedication, their compassion, their empathy, and their love for what they do and those that they assist is paid back in some way. They get some sort of acknowledgement for what they do, because teaching really is a thankless job. Back after the break. Well, that's a wrap for me today. Now I want to hear from you. Please go to news25 at WEEK.com and share your thoughts on today's show. Remember to put Hey Shauna, that's S-H-A-U-N-A, in the subject line so I know it's for me. In the meantime, be sure to check out the midday newscast and meet me back here tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. I'm Shauna Guy for 25 News. Have a wonderful morning.